It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon spinoff. In this video, we're going to be revisiting a discussion that we've had for a long time, ever since the Daryl show was teased, and that has to do with how does Daryl get to France? We actually might have our first clue, a subtle clue, but still a clue about how that could have happened, something that was in the trailer of the Daryl Dixon show. I did a breakdown of the trailer, so if you're interested, go check it out. But this was something that I missed in my breakdown, which is why I'm doing a separate video on it. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. So of course, based on the trailer, we see some intriguing clues about how Daryl could potentially have ended up in the middle of the ocean, where he probably will wash ashore to France at some point. And I think I've even found a connection between that and something that we saw with Michonne and Rick the last time we saw them, and a connection to how Michonne found Rick's belongings. Also, we're going to talk about the possibility of Daryl playing a trick on the CRM soldiers, which is inspired by his past experiences with the Reapers and Dwight. So of course, in the trailer, we see Daryl in this particular scene. It looks like he's on some sort of an offshore platform or loading dock, and we actually see he's in the middle of an explosion that's happening on the platform, which forces Daryl to jump off like we see here and ditch the platform and possibly ditch his plan in order to get to safety. But the question is, how does Daryl find himself in the middle of the ocean that far out of the United States? Let's connect the dots. Remember the emotional post-credit scene from the Walking Dead series finale where Rick Grimes is taken away by the CRM? As he's being captured, he throws his belongings towards a boat. Well, this is the exact same boat Michonne discovered in her search for Rick. What if this boat becomes a vital link in Daryl's journey as well? Let's backtrack. Obviously, Michonne found Rick's belongings in that boat, like his boots and even carvings of Judith and Rick on some old iPhone. So they're definitely making this boat be a pretty vital and important artifact in the Rick Grimes story. So I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if they bring this boat back around and they have the boat, maybe not the exact same boat, but a similar boat, be the connective tissue between the Rick and Michonne stuff and how Daryl finds his way through France. Picture this. While investigating the CRM, Daryl stumbles upon information that leads him to Rick's belongings on the same boat Michonne found, or a similar one at least, one that Rick has been on in the past. This could be the catalyst that sets him on a mission to uncover the truth about Rick's whereabouts, much like how Michonne was driven to do the same. And that takes us back to this scene right here. What if this is a scene of Daryl being confronted by the CRM soldiers who attack whatever boat or offshore platform he's on, and him jumping off of this platform is likely what leads him to be on this capsized boat that we see in the trailer, where he slowly washes ashore to France, which we see several shots of in the trailer. Again, at this point, we don't know how likely it is that he would travel all of that distance on a capsized boat, but maybe if the offshore platform was maybe closer to Europe, and maybe if Daryl got to the offshore platform in a way that's realistic, then fans can get behind him just washing ashore after the explosion, and it wouldn't be that far off in terms of realism. Now let's dive into the possibility of Daryl playing a trick on the CRM soldiers, inspired by his past experiences. During the Saviors arc, Daryl learned valuable lessons from Dwight about deception and strategy, a knowledge that he actually applied when he was dealing with Pope and the Reapers. So I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if they bring that element of story, but this time it'll be Daryl using this strategy against the CRM. Of course, we saw how Daryl used tactics and tricks against the Reapers to gain their trust, do some damage from the inside. And that experience might actually serve him well during the powerful CRM. Perhaps Daryl strategically feeds false information to the CRM, leading them on a wild goose chase, while he seeks the truth behind Rick's disappearance. But as we know, the CRM is a formidable force, and they're not easily fooled. Daryl's tactics might work for a while, but eventually they're probably going to catch on. The attack that we see in the trailer could be the result of the CRM discovering Daryl's plan and his lies. And of course, with how powerful and organized the CRM are, Daryl would have no choice but to flee by sea to get to safety. And as mentioned earlier, that's probably when he's gonna get on top of this capsized boat and wash ashore to France. Another intriguing possibility that is less likely and more underwhelming is that during his journey to find the truth, Daryl comes across a network of survivors and connections across the globe. This network could be instrumental in aiding his passage to France, helping him reach the shores of Europe in search of answers about Rick. So although Rick is involved, it's not directly related to the CRM per se. And there you have it. This is my speculations around how Daryl Dixon's journey to France might unfold. From uncovering Rick's belongings to playing a strategic trick on the CRM, it's clear that Daryl's spinoff is going to be filled with suspense and surprises. And, of course, based on the trailer, this is not even going to be the main part of the story. If anything, this might be the plot of the premiere episode. But then, once Daryl gets to France, the story is probably going to revolve around him surviving in France and his journey to get out, rather than him trying to find the truth about Rick or anything like that. But of course, remember, these are all speculations and we don't know the truth until the series premieres. We don't know if Rick is gonna have any part in the story as far as being a plot point or not, but I can't wait to witness Daryl's incredible adventure and how his story is going to intertwine with the broader Walking Dead universe. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.